for class? Welcome back to the Panic Room, everyone, and to another episode of Pax's Little Library of Horrors. So we have an awesome book today, guys. I have loved this author forever, but I have never seen him as like a kid's horror kind of author. But today, we're going to dive into that because we have The Wolves in the Walls, written by the one and only Neil Gaiman. Let me just say, this book is a little too long to read, as you can see, but the artist is Dave McKean, and if for no other reason, this is one of those books that is just absolutely amazing. Kind of like, it's definitely got some Burton-esque themes, obviously, but it also has almost like that creepy claymation kind of thing. I don't know about you guys, but I think claymation's a little creepy. I mean, in a great way, but a little creepy. And it has that. So guys, let me just show you some of this artwork to get us started, because it really is one of the stars of the show with this book. Not that the story isn't good, it's awesome, don't get me wrong, but the artwork is just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to try to minimize the glare. These pages are very shiny, so bear with me, but look at that. Look at her face. You see what I'm talking about an almost like claymation kind of deal here? Look at her eyes, like the different sizes. And yeah, let's just look at the bedspread. Isn't that weird? Like you could almost like feel like you could feel that texture. So yeah, let me try to find, oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Look at that. I'm really going to try to minimize the glare. So they're outside. You see like the stylized wolf eating this pig. And, you know, here she is curled up. And look at the difference. Look at the difference from the inside of the house, very like orange and yellow. And then when they go outside, just that color palette shift. It's very jarring. And I think that it adds a lot to the story, just that. You know, just the jarring of the color palette. And then, look at this. Look, it's just simple. It's just faces. But look. Look at that. I mean, that is horrifying. Come on. That is absolutely horrifying. Look at some of those faces. Right? And, you know, one more. Let's just do one more. Right here. The wolves. Yeah, right? Almost jarring in the stylistic difference, isn't it? I feel like there's a definite stylistic difference with this panel. I don't know. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. The artwork, any number of these could be framed, honestly. But just to give you an overview of the story, this sort of harkens back to me a little bit about what we said in our episode where we covered on Meeting Witches at Wells about a little child's psychology. Because, and I feel weird giving a spoiler alert for a kid's book, but take it for what it is. So you have this little girl who keeps hearing things in the walls, and she keeps saying, it's wolves, it's wolves. But it comes off in like a very childlike manner, like, oh, of course it's wolves. And it is. It is. And they come like barreling out and pretty much chase her family out of their own house. So then you have this like rallying of the family, like, what do we do? And the little girl sort of leads the charge back into the house and gets all these wolves out, right? Now I know what you're thinking. That doesn't sound like the Neil Gaiman twist that I'm used to. And you're right. Because the whole shtick is like when the family leaves, they're like, oh no, you know, the little girl told us this was going to happen. The wolves are coming out of the walls. And then when the family goes to like charge back into the house, you have the wolves, right? Saying, flee, 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 for once the people come out of the walls, it's all over. Down the stairs went the wolves, scurrying and hurrying and tumbling over each other in their hurry to get out of the house and get away. Like, almost like they were expecting the humans to come out of the walls and how everything is done when the humans come out. But, that's not even the best twist. So the little girl has this like pig puppet thing, right? Which is horrifying in and of itself. And the last page, second to last page, she's talking to it and she says, because the little girl just heard another sound on the wall, she went and got her pig puppet. Do you think I should tell the rest of them, she said, that we have elephants living in the walls of our house? I'm sure they'll find out soon enough, said the pig puppet to Lucy. And they did. That's it. That's the last page. And why the hell is there a sandwich? This is absolute perfection. It is a wonderful marriage of what a kid's story is, you know, like kind of fantastical, you know, with the wolves coming out of the walls, but yet with just enough weirdness in the artwork and the twists to make it spooky and a perfect addition to our little library of horrors. So I expected nothing less from Neil Gaiman. But this artist, this illustrator, Dave McKean, the artwork alone was reason enough. It really was. And that's saying something when you're talking about Neil Gaiman. So guys, thanks for coming back to another episode of Pax's Little Library of Horrors. Please, if you like this, like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And until next time, class dismissed.